Yo, we are back online, still Alpha Star Citizen 4.4.0, and we ain't looking forward for the engineering gameplay. What we want to find out is, where the heck are we? Obituary, okay. So, Trading Tuesday, as usual, we move some virtual boxes from A to B, but what we want to know is, what kind of boxes do we have where? And it might be that we should have cleaned. Sorry, distraction. Alright, so, yeah, what kind of boxes we have? It might be that we cleaned up Fallowfield, and it also mean that we cleaned up, oh, look our water level, that we cleaned up Ashland. Yeah, that was a pain. Not quite sure if we do have video footage out of it to make a video. But that was a pain in the ass, and that might be that we don't have the ASCOUT here. Oh, we have the ASCOUT here. Maybe that is the thing what we did. What's going on? TCS4, black and grey. Why are there so many dead people? Who are you? Why are you standing here like a zombie? Yeah, CIG, can you explain how here are dead people? So we need to get some water, fill up our body. It looks like as if they reduced the increase of water level per bottle. Is it? Not really, no. So, and on the other side, we should have some food. What's wrong with you? Are you paranoid? At least you don't point at us.
Hey.
Hey.
Fine.
We will find out. Yeah. Alright, so Fallowfield, Ashland, they are pretty close to each other. And that will be our first stop. Basically clean the houses, because we have no idea when the next patch drop will be. Will it be in a week? Yeah. Usually it was something like mid-month when the patch dropped. 2025, for that matter, is a pretty wild year because they released probably 12 patches, or will have released 12 patches in 1 year. That is quite a lot. And for the progress, you would assume that would be a great thing if you release a lot of patches. But for gameplay's perspective, it's not great because that resets all your inventory constantly. And you need to figure out how to move the boxes quickly and sell before the patch drops. So we want to have a look. Yeah, we will take off first.
You are clear to leave. Aerospace. All systems online. Landing gear raised.
So
Shields offline. Quantum drive is now off.
So money-wise, we already checked. We have missing 14 mil. Would mean we have 14 mil laying around in boxes. Yeah, 14 mil hard assets. When we look into the assets, we can switch to Pyro. And it should be Pyro 4. Double click, doesn't work. Yeah, unfortunately, this doesn't work. It wouldn't be game breaking if that will continue not working, but it's a crucial asset. A crucial asset for gameplay, especially for us where we have lots of stuff laying around. So seeing the reputation, Citizen for Prosperity, we have Junior Contractor on the first aisle, and then we have Junior Contractor on the second aisle. Based on the space we have to the right side, we assume there could be a third row, but we have no idea what these lanes actually stand for. We assume that the first one is mercenary and the second one should be hauling. Yeah. But we have no idea how many hauling contracts we did that made us to junior contractor. When we go to the Dead Saints, we are in the junior rank. We will have a check on that. And the Headhunters, yeah, this is interesting. We are hostile, basically, to all Headhunters. And that is from the mercenary aspect. But we also are almost, what is this, 30% into junior contractor in the second lane, and we have no idea what that is for. Why we do not complain, we just don't know why. And then what do we have? Intersect, yeah, we need to do some more here. Link family junior as well, and Red Wind. Shit, did we do something wrong? Why are we down to experience? We had been on master. Shit. Did we? We should have been to master. No idea. So, but we don't do much contracts, so it doesn't really matter.
Quantum fuel is at 75%.
Yeah. And so we are heading to, we want to have a check into the contracts. We go in Pyro to unverified, and we have 2 rookie ranks contracts from the Dead Saints, from Orinth, Golden Riviera, to Tisa, Lowville. Then we have Rat's Nest. This is a big load. Yeah, it might be when we already cleared out and we already know. Obituary, we have boxes laying around at Obituary. So we don't do contracts today because it's Trading Tuesday anyways.
Quantum drive is now off.
Looks like daytime? No. No, looks like we go over the curve. Oh, we're already tired. Got not much sleep. Couple of days. This will be probably a relatively quick session.
Quantum drive is now off.
this? There's a second. C1. C1 is abandoned. The other one is a raft. Also abandoned. Alright. Nothing to worry about here.
Shields online.
Where is the elevator? What's going on? Did we just lose orientation? Yeah, kinda.
Landing gear deployed.
Looks like hydrogen boxes. Leave it like that. We just will. Maybe we don't have any boxes here, so that then we will take off fast. Let's have a check. Hydrogen. Hydrogen. So, private property and game rules, what does that mean? We thought back in the day that private property means a player claimed a new ship and is still here. That's why private property. But when the ship is scanned as scanned game rules, that would mean it's really abandoned. No player around. Basically also no private property anymore. But it could be a timer involved as well. Just noticed how Terranite. Small Terranite boxes, so let's have check if we can buy more Terranites. Yeah, the loot boxes here at Fallowfield, they always give some interesting stuff. If you are neutral or in faction of headhunters, we would recommend to come over here and check the loot boxes. Is that a new gun? Corner Razer rifle. Oops. Just lost it. Yeah. Wasn't worth much, probably. But we're here for the commodities. Let's have a check. Terranite. Here should be Terranite. No. No, but we can sell Terranite. Terranite out of stock. That's great. Maybe that's why we waited for the Terranite to be out of stock. So we will take our list. Just takes ages. Google's performance also miserable. The log. We sell Terranite here at Fellow. Out of stock. 0 to a price of 9527. And we can bring 8 SU boxes, but we have 10. That gives us... Why doesn't it calculate? God damn it. We put the numbers in the wrong cell. Yeah, that is not much. 95,000. Yeah, 95,000. But at least we have now the price when it's out of stock. That's great. And we can continue. We will go to Ashland. Did we see a loot box? Yes. Not much. Ashland, we are coming.
Weapons online. Landing complete. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised. Shields offline.
Fallowfield and Ashland are pretty close, all around Pyro 5.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Is the sun setting?
Quantum drive is now off. Shields online.
Wrong side. Fallowfield. Fallowfield is actually also a nice place. They also have some loot boxes, but it wouldn't really be worth to come over here just for the loot boxes. We have a check. We have a Miyoshi plaque. We already know that we can bring it to Fallowfield. Question is this enough? A Miyoshi plaque we can buy here at Ashland. We did 3 times. We also can bring it to... Yeah, we should have taken notes. Take a note. Something smells as if it's burned. We should have bought more. And we also should have checked. Oh, this is sunrise. Is it? We should have checked the price while we had been there at Fallowfield. Do we need to go back? Because we need to find out, is the price at Fallowfield better than it is at Seraphim Station? Seraphim Station is out of stock 1150 we would say. And when we go here to check the price when it's available, high inventory. So we had max inventory is 7321. How is that possible? Let me also play. Why is it how is it possible that with high inventory of 140 SUs, the price is at 7866, which is no, it's not a good price. Good price would be 7.3. We have 140 SUs here. We will buy them just because we can. $140, $138 we just bought. Yeah. So even if we would go, so let's have a check. $306. We still would made 1 mil in profit. 1 million profit if we would sell the boxes that we have here right now at Seraphim Station. Alright, backpack almost empty. We leave the boxes by now. We leave them here. Question is, do we go back to Fallow right now? Just because it's close? Because now we have 300 SCUs. So that would be difficult to load into the ship anyways. So we will come back with the C2. We will come back with the C2 anyways and load up the Amiyoshi. But one thing what we don't know is how many SUs we can deliver to Fallowfield. So just for curiosity, we should go back to Fallowfield. Or we need to deliver them to Fallowfield. Ah, shit. What's wrong with the audio?
Shields offline.
Fallowfield.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Shields online.
Stop. Yeah, we're just here for the prize.
Landing gear deployed.
To find out for how much money we can sell.
Landing complete.
It might be even out of stock. Ah, this is so stupid. CIG, don't act like as if you are stupid fucking AI who believes to know what we want and what we need. Faster. Eat them. We are at fellow. Yeah, we listed everything but not the Amiyoshi. Everything but not the Amiyoshi. No! No! What wasn't it? So it was before. It wasn't out of stock before, didn't it? 9772 616. So let's have a check on we should have now 306 SUs. And when we would sell 306 SUs, here at Fallowfield, we would make 585 mil in profit when we would deliver these at Seraphim Station. Then we will make 972. What's wrong? Okay, one thing could be wrong here. It is low inventory. It's not out of stock. And the data we have from Seraphim Station is out of stock. So here, the same thing. It might be that here at Fallowfield we would get the best price if it would be out of stock. But the chance that it is out of stock when you come here, as you can see, is not 100%, not nearly 100%. But to bring it to Seraphim, it will be to 99.9% out of stock. The chance that you will sell all, doesn't really matter how many boxes you bring, sell all is a higher chance at Seraphim Station. So that would mean we will come back. Do we need to come back? Fuck. We can come with the Caterpillar. Do we have a Caterpillar? Can we organize a Caterpillar? Just for test sakes. Because the Caterpillar will fit properly into here. We could come with two small ships like the Asgard, the Taurus, or the Raft we don't have. That would be a thing we need to ask Bruce. If he wants to fly either one of these and help us moving the boxes to Seraphim.
Engines online. Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
That looks interesting. We need to have a check on that at some time. So Ashland, oh fuck, was it empty? Has to be. So then we go to beach, also nearby. So now, since we are accepted in both factions' territory, Pyro 5 Gaslight would be our new thing. Oh look, it's even on the same planet.
Quantum drive is now on.
Daytime beautiful.
Quantum drive is now off.
Ooh, there are ships. Raft. A hull starlifter. And we'll go to Chalmers Beach first. Atlassium here at Travelers Beach and Avant to the same issue we have with Obsidian Heights at Golden Riviera. That is a small amount of SCUs and even a smaller amount of availability means
Landing gear deployed.
be a proper hauler, one who takes it serious enough.
Landing complete. All systems offline.
We don't expect much here. See, 12. At least 12. Here you see only 8 SCU boxes. So you need to wait until yeah, the problem here is you only can buy that 8. If you make it up to 16, then you can buy 2 of these boxes. We have now 32. So we can say we store Atlassium shared beach 32. Yeah. Can we sell something? Do we have a list of the stuff we can sell here? No. Fresh food, sell fresh food, beach. So fresh food you can sell basically everywhere, almost everywhere in Pyro, and it kind of makes sense because who doesn't need fresh food? The other question you can ask, how fresh is the food when it comes in boxes? Bioplastic, we can sell bioplastic here. Did we? I think we did that once. So where is the next step? Next step is sequence plot. Because we have some Atlassium over there. Not Atlassium, Patilium. And also Baxelite. Yeah, Baxelite. We have plenty of Baxelite over there. And the problem with the Baxelite is actually really the stuff is like We bought it. We bought it here in Pyro, and we need to.
All systems online.
We didn't buy it at Bueno Ravine. We could bring it, of course. We could bring it to Carnot View, but that would mean load and unload once more, and we are not keen on that. Yeah, targeting is miserable.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. All systems offline.
We could say we parked, but not in the field. God fucking damn it. What rank do you need to be in to get these size of boxes? Baxelite, plenty of Baxelites.
Your systems are online.
Only two. Very low to a price to 99.54. 3 SCUs. 2 is the biggest, and we buy 2 SCUs. Okay, 1. And here you see always, it's always high. We need to start selling anyways. 160. 170,000. So let's have a check to what price we usually sell Basilisk at Carnot View. Maybe that was the reason why we even get to Carnot View. 7.1, yeah. 7.1. We would need to come with a C2, load up all the boxes, but we do not get much out of it. We do not get much out of it. And why is the very high price better than the high price? Doesn't make sense. Is that basically for how many? 16 SCUs. That's 7.105. Very high. Saccharin. It behaves weird. It behaves weird. It also doesn't make sense. I mean, it's Star Citizen. It doesn't need to make sense, but it doesn't make sense. Come on. Den halt nicht. Lots of helmets. Yeah, to sell the loot, sell these armor pieces, I mean, with that inflation, that is not that much. But when you are a new player and have no money, and if you do that constantly, you will have not a passive, but you will have a constant incoming stream when you make this as a habit, like we do. Because we came from the Third Reich, back in the day when money had value, unless you had been a criminal and did the war missions. sold some Backlight, but not that much. We need to come back. Question is, do we bring the Atlassium now? Should we? Do we? Yeah, bringing Backlight to Sacran's Blood, we absolutely do not recommend. We could go over to Travelers again.
Avant Aerospace. All systems online. Landing gear raised. Shields offline. Shields online. Shields offline.
We are picking up the Atlassian boxes. Then the only one reason we come here is for the Backlight primarily.
Shields online. Landing gear deployed.
Obituary. Back to obituary.
Is now on. Quantum fuel is at 50%. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. online.
An available space has been located.
Landing gear deployed. Landing
Arrival complete. Welcome.
all systems offline.
Exit the seat. Exit the seat doesn't work properly. Nah.
Anvil Aerospace.
You are clear to leave.
Online. Shields offline.
Thank you for visiting. Safe travels.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah. And while we are here, we can also check Shepherd's Rest if we have boxes down there.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. online.
Yeah, fucking ping doesn't work anymore.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. Engines offline.
The Frisk Max is empty. Oh, god fucking damn it. Shit. Why do we have so many boxes here? See, here we buy Backslide for 5.49. When we sell it for 7.1, it's sequence plot. We make 25,000. Wait. 1,600 plus per SU if we would deliver to sequence plot. And how does it look like at cannot view? 26,000 if we would bring it to current view. And current view we have a high chance of having it at out of stock. That is the reason why we bring it to current view in general. So we are here now. Renterdung at Ravine. They say very high to a price of 33.009. 37 2 SCUs, that is 36 SCUs. The question is now with the organics. 6 SUs, Patilium. Patilium is out of stock. Not much, but out of stock. That is 109,594. 16 SCUs, the biggest box. We deliver 5. Sell all. Did we?
What's up? Right?
So we sell Audi at Ravine out of stock to a price of 18,298. 16 is the biggest box. We sell Patilium Ravine. It's not out of stock, it's low inventory. 109,594, 7 SCUs, 16 boxes. Sell Atlassium. Yeah, way low. Look at that. Atlassium here in Ravine we sell for 92,557 when it's out of stock. And we have 32 SCUs that would give us we need to have a check afterwards. We go through the list pretty quick. Sell. So this is something you can buy fresh food over at Shepherd's Rest, which is on the other side of the planet, and bring it over here for 19,707. That is something like 3k-ish profit per SCU, with basically just one quantum jump from one place to the other on the same planet. Low risk of pirating on the way, but high risk at either pickup or delivery location. Okay, so we got the list here. What did we want to check? Atlassium. So we usually buy Atlassium at Travelers Beach for 74.8 or 9, and we could sell it here at Bueno Ravine for 92. That is a profit of 17k per SCU. And when we... where else can we buy Atlassium? We cannot buy Atlassium here, we can... oh wait. Rustville. At Rustville we can buy Atlassium. And we did that. Did we? Yes, we did. And that is a 23,000 per SCU. So that means that we will pick up organics here, fly over to Shepherd's Rest, and then Rustville. Wanna find out how many Atlassium we have over there, because we made notes that we had bought.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
One organic bug. What is this organic box doing? There is someone coming. Do you see? Or was he waiting anyways? Shepherd's Rest.
Weapons online. Take off. Landing gear raised.
Game crash. Yeah, looks like. Yeah, we are